Welcome to the Cabo Fishing Podcast, brought to you by Rancho del Pescador and Margarita. We're here to bring you the best insider tips, tricks, and tales from the deep blue of Cabo. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into Cabo Fishing Podcast by Margarita.
I like tequila with a little slice of lime, sitting in the shade under a tree, and that's where I'm fine. The water's always warm, it gets hotter when she's by my side. Let's stay in Mexico and keep living the good life. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you. So hold me close, don't ever let me go. All I need is you and Mexico. Yeah, you're all I need, baby.
Cabo Fishing Podcast. So one of the coolest parts of being down here in Cabo San Lucas is that I get to entertain and do what I love, my passion in fishing, with people that I love, care about. Today is a really special day for me. I haven't seen this guy in years, but we spent some time together in the Army, especially in Iraq. Him and I were part of an Avon party that were some of the first of our unit, the Tomahawks, into Mosul. And I got to spend a lot of one-on-one time with him. And then as things happen in your career, you get in trouble. I got in trouble, and he was part of that on the officer side, making sure like I got treated properly. But I love the guy. I'm so excited for him to be here, and come along with us while we go fishing with friends. And it's so cool that all these years later, this love of the water, all these little things bring us back together. And how blessed we are in life to be in a position where we get to share that with everybody else. Our love of the ocean, our Margarita, we get to share with everyone else. So come with us fishing today while we're fishing with some friends and making some new friends. So super excited, really pumped to have yet another Tomahawk on the boats with us. John Blue makes our rods, and now we got Barbuda on there, and we're looking forward to seeing Adam Rock and Chuck Hodges. Let's get going, boys. Let's go fishing with friends. Cabo Fishing Podcast. So much goes into the start of the day, getting the boat ready, making sure when the clients step aboard and our friends get aboard, we're ready to embark on a wonderful adventure. We get to pass by old pirate ships, multi-million-dollar yachts, and we get to see a beautiful sunrise at the Arch. But of course, the coolest boat and the most important boat Heading out is the bait boat, so it's always good to see that. Always good to get our bait live, safely caught, and ready to entice our target for the day. It's always a pleasure leaving the marina to explain to everybody the significance of Bahia Madonna, where the two lands, with Land's End and the two oceans converge. It's just one of my favorite things to share some local knowledge with our friends. And then here we go. Let's get out on the water. Now today we were targeting billfish, and so we were preparing ballyhoo as well as some lures, curacanas, and specially tied mackerel. But as we got going, we found that we came across the most elusive billfish of all, a swordfish. And not only was it elusive, it was on the surface. And here you can see our mate Danny presenting directly to the swordfish. Now, swordfish is really neat because as a member of the billfish family, it spends most of its life below 300 feet. And only for a very, very small percentage of time does it stay above 300 feet. Now, we were unsuccessful with that swordfish, but as always, we're always trying to find something, and here's a nice little yellowtail that we were able to get on a Rapala so that we had some quick sashimi to have for a snack. But we weren't done yet. We chased around, looked at fish everywhere, but had no major luck with billfish. We did get to see some whales, and we did catch some delicious bait fish that also complemented our sashimi and ceviche plates, but no real success on the billfish. We did get to see a swordfish several times and presented to it and tried for about an hour and a half without any luck. But it's all smiles because there's more to fishing than just catching. It's about fellowship, it's about friendship, and here we are getting to go fishing with one of my favorite guys on the planet. And then what did we have afterwards? Margarita. Hey everybody, Toby from Margarita and the Cabo Fishing Podcast. We have been filming season 3, that's right, of our podcast. Season 3 coming out soon. Be sure to like, subscribe, smash that notification button, and let's learn about fishing in the Baja California Sur. If you have questions about techniques, about species, times of year to target, anything that you would like to know, efforts in conservation, turtles, whales, send that stuff in so that we can film it and share it with you. We want you to experience Baja California so that you come here and experience it for yourself. Let us show you, let us be your roadmap to the Baja California Sur. Whales are a big part of our culture here in Baja California Sur, but it's not just the humpback or the gray whales. We also have a healthy population of orcas, also known as killer whales. What we're witnessing here and what we were able to capture on film this day was a group of orca whales attacking a group of adult gray whales. Now, they were unsuccessful in their attack. Of course, there was some damage and a little bit of fighting going on, but we believe this to be actually a training exercise for the pod of orcas trying to train their young. Now, typically, orcas attack the parental units of the gray whales and the humpback whales, trying to get at the adolescent, junior, and calf whales. But what a sight to see. A group of the apex predators. There's no greater predator on the planet than the orca. On land or on water, there is no greater or more impressive predator than the orca. Look at them in formation, swimming and attacking, tactically sound. As a former military guy, I'm always fascinated when I see nature operate in a tactical manner. Now, these gray whales sustained some minor damages, as you can see, but ferociously defended themselves and repelled this attack, and definitely didn't make it easy on the orcas today. but this is nature. It's a vicious circle, and one of the things we get to see here in Baja California, sir, is we get to see the circle of life. We see Mar Vida. Cabo Fishing Podcast by Mar Vida.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night. Breaking up, making a mess of an all good life. And now that you're gone,
Amigos, welcome back to the Cabo Fishing Podcast. Your host right here, Issi. We are in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico at Mercabo, and today we're going to be making a bougainvillea infused margarita alongside some guacamole with roasted garlic, roasted onion, a little bit of pork rinds or chicharrones, and it's going to be bomb diggity. My friends, don't forget to follow us on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, as well as TripAdvisor, at Cooking Cabo, at Juan More Taco Tours, the Cabo Fishing Podcast, and Mar Vida. Finger guns. Guys, so these are the 4 basic ingredients to make a margarita, which we're going to talk about that in a minute. However, the most important ingredient of today is going to be our bougainvillea infusion. This is something that was grandfathered to us by the grandmas from Mexico. Back in the days when you used to have a sore throat or a cough, the grandmas used to give you an infusion of bougainvillea flowers alongside honey, alongside lime, and a little bit of this and that. We decided to throw it in our margarita to make it stand and make it very beautiful. Now it's a trademark of ours restaurant to have a bougainvillea infused margarita. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you about the 4 ingredients that we're gonna be using to make a margarita. First of all, you will need tequila. Not any tequila, but a good one. How do you know it's good? It's gotta be 100% agave. That's a sign of quality. Boom, boom. If you don't have 100% agave, don't get it. Blanco is ideal for cocktails. Reposado is ideal for shots. And añejos and extra añejos are gonna be ideal for sipping. You don't wanna have a really good tequila, añejo or extra añejo, mixed in a cocktail. That's why we decide to use only silver or blanco. This particular tequila is the house tequila, and it was crafted by my father before he passed away 8 months ago. We have 2 tequila brands, one of them being Mercabo, the name of a restaurant, and the second one being Don Radilla. This one is a blanco, and this is an añejo cristalino. Both of them 100% agave. Second to that, we're gonna be using a little bit of triple sec or orange liqueur. Let's say you have a house get-together, you're entertaining people. It's a business get-together. I would recommend you to use Grand Marnier or Control. Why Grand Marnier or Control? Because this is more expensive, but also it has more alcohol content. That means the people in your party are gonna get tipsy faster. After 2 or 3 margaritas, you will give them the boot and send them away home. If you really like the people in your party, you can give them triple sec. This only has 20% alcohol level. That means the party can go for longer. All right? The third ingredient, guys, is going to be a little bit of sweetener. This one is going to be optional. Maybe a little bit of agave syrup or simple syrup, which is this one, or honey. And last but not least, fresh squeezed lime juice. Only the best. So we're gonna start with making our proper margarita, guys, the perfect margarita. First, we're gonna be throwing some ice cubes onto our old-fashioned glass. We're gonna be adding 2 ounces or a tall shot of tequila. Equal parts of the triple sec or orange liqueur, 2 ounces to the top. If you think it's too much, just drink slower. If you like it a little sweet, I kind of like it a little sweet. I will be adding a little bit of simple syrup. However, if you like it skinny, add none. Just skip it. And then last but not least, we're gonna be adding 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. That will be the right amount of liquid in your cup. We're gonna give it a nice stir so that all the flavors combine together. And just to make it pretty, we're going to be adding a little float of bougainvillea infusion. And voila. That is a bougainvillea infused margarita. My friends, we're going to be making right now a very traditional Mexican recipe that will have the flair of the sea because, of course, we have our friends from Marvita in the house, okay? We're gonna be making a roasted garlic, roasted onion, and a roasted serrano guacamole, which, by the way, we need a mortar and pestle to work with. I'm adding right now the roasted garlic as well as the onion, and we're gonna be adding only half, or actually a full serrano. We need a little bit of salt. It's gotta be somewhat chunky because obviously the chunkiness will give us a little bit of abrasiveness. This will help us to break down the garlic and the onion. Once we pulverize this, we're gonna be adding a little bit of avocado, and we're gonna top it off with some cotija cheese. However, our protein is going to be some fish chicharron. Here we go. We're gonna start by first smashing and pulverizing this chili, this garlic, this onion. The name of this bowl is molcajete, which in indigenous language means the salsa bowl or the bowl of the salsas. If you guys have ever heard the word mole, many times we relate the word mole with this brown sauce that we think it has chocolate always. Not necessarily. In Mexico, my friends, we have hundreds of moles. One of them is the one we're making right now by the name of guacamole, which means avocado sauce. So right now we're gonna be making our avocado sauce. I already pasted out most of the onion, the garlic, and the serrano pepper. It's gotta be somewhat pasty like this so that you don't get a big chunk of garlic in your mouth. Next thing you know, we're gonna be getting the avocado, digging in our blade until we reach the pit, and then rolling this around. It's very important you do this with care. Always twist off and to get the pit out. Never do it in your hand. Instead, do it on your board, twist sideways, and it's very easy. To get rid of the pit, just push it from up top. It's much easier that way. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our avocado onto our bowl so we can start smashing it. And carefully, we're going to start pasting this out until the consistency you desire. This is a very different kind of guacamole. Lots of people, when you make guacamoles, used to having it just with lime, cilantro, onion, tomato, which is okay, but this one is a little bit different. There's more depths of flavor through the garlic and the onion, and definitely a little bit of spice or kick by adding the serrano. It's important to point out that this particular guacamole does not have any lime juice at all. The acidity of this guacamole, which sometimes we like when we make the traditional with the lime juice, the acidity of this guacamole will come from our cheese that we're going to be making right now. And here we go. I like to leave it chunky. I don't like to go all the way through. We're gonna clean our molcajete stone and we're gonna be drizzling some wonderful cotija cheese on top. Now we're going to present our taco, guys, and we're going to be grabbing a tortilla, put a little spread of our wonderful guacamole we just did. We're gonna be adding a little bit of pickled onions, a little bit of Thai chili de árbol sauce for a little bit of more spice, and some wonderful fresh California yellowtail chicharron, freshly caught by friends of Marvita. Voila. C'est la vie. Taco cheers, guys. Mmm.
Cabo Fishing Podcast by Margarita.